Meta is piloting a new approach to how they interact with candidates applying for their jobs. Two specific changes here. First is their job descriptions are now rewarded using AI for the most part, which is a terrible idea if you ask me, but something we'll have to get used to. And the second change would be they allow you to query their AI to get more information about their job interviews, which is quite innovative, and I haven't seen this anywhere else. Also, they make it clear that the recruiter will have access to your conversation using AI about their job description. Now, I'd be curious about the number of candidates who will query that AI using their real names, given the fact that many of my own clients who buy my training programs don't even use their real names, thinking, I might be affiliated with Meta in any shape or form. But the interesting part here is that I trialed that AI to find some useful bits of information about the job description. And actually, I started by asking what types of questions can I expect with respect to that specific job description. And it was quite useful. It provided me with a reasonably good list of questions to prepare. And then I went a bit further. I wanted to know a bit how they hire, in the sense that do you ask the same questions to all candidates? How fair is this process? And it did provide me with some conclusive information about this. And then I took it one step further by asking them, hey, but do you recommend I use AI to reward my answers during your job interviews? And then, it basically stuck. It basically got stuck. I'm sorry, but I cannot assist with that request. Now, knowing how to go about these things, I insisted a little bit by asking them again, hey, you know what, if you use AI to reward your job description, why can't I use AI to reward my answers during your job interviews? And to which they admitted that they disallow candidates to use AI in their job interviews, which is standard practice with any major high-performing company, but the difference is that Meta is not stating this explicitly on their jobs website, that they discourage you to use AI in your job interviews. Now, the fact that they disallow you to use AI is nothing new, and I'm going to talk about that as well. But the fact that they use AI to reward their job descriptions is not something that I consider a step in the right direction, because I know that writing a proper job description is a time-intensive, a resource-intensive process. I used to run an applicant tracking system back in the day, and I know that the reason why Meta is using AI to reward their job descriptions is to automate their workflow. So in other words, those job descriptions, even if previously were basically a marketing manifesto, nowadays they're nothing more than a marketing manifesto, especially if they reward them using AI. Now, furthermore, with respect to your AI rewarded answers, I know this has become a new sport for candidates to reward your answers using AI. And if you believe that this is a good idea, then I invite you to reward your best story and book a coaching session with me to do a mock interview to see how it sounds. In my experience, this rarely ends well, because the main use case around these interactions using AI is engagement, is user engagement. In other words, and it's rarely that you will improve your interviewing skills. But I wanted to highlight to what extent these companies are trialing AI in their job interviews, and hopefully to convince you that building interviewing skills can involve the AI, but AI rewarding your answers for job interviews is dangerous practice. I hope you found this useful, and thank you very much for watching.